Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Madisonville Marine. It is mid-June. Now, getting into mid-June, there's still plenty of summer left, plenty of summer fun to be had on East Tennessee lakes this summer. Take part, folks. Get down to Madisonville Marine and check out their incredible selection of boats to go with just incredible prices. Bob Hodge, you've got a pre-owned G3 down there, and you've loved it for years.
I have loved it for years. I will continue to love it for years.
Madisonville Marine wants you to stop loving that one to love another one. But yeah, madmarine.com is where you need to get down and check them out. There's no better place to buy a boat.
Milton to the end zone and caught for the touchdown. Milton will load up and fire. Joe Milton has everything that is required to do some real damage. Milton taking a shot downfield. He's got a man open, and it's into the arms of Squirrel White.
Stay down, find out what they home, they gon' all get it. I've been trying to raise my children, I wake up and I let minute. They know I'm with it, no they don't want to
Gonna take a shot.
Be some bullets flying, mama's crying inside the city.
The end zone, and it's a touchdown.
They leave out with it. They know I'm bloody, got more bodies than they whole committee. Ever since the Tyler been a problem, they can't get me. Lil' bro gon' pop out with it. Ring around the rosy, trying to dome me.
A hype video put out by the University of Tennessee this week. That, when I was listening to music like that, you didn't have auto-tune, so it was easy to tell where people were cussing. With the auto-tune, it's like, I think Tennessee had that edited down. If not, my apologies to the FCC. I couldn't tell through the, yeah. Anyway, that said, get your popcorn ready. That's Tennessee football telling everybody get ready for the Joe Milton Show. Well, I tell you some folks that are getting ready for the Joe Milton Show. Those are the people who are setting the lines out in Las Vegas. Let's go ahead and show you this. All right. I went to a website this week, and they had 4 different online sportsbooks odds, their futures odds up there. And this is kind of the average of the 4 for each. Georgia plus 220, Alabama plus 600, Ohio State plus 650. Then it drops off. And you see Tennessee down there. They're 12th in the nation, plus 3,000. So the odds aren't great, but compared to the other 120 schools behind you, they're pretty darn good. My question, Bob, looking at that list, Tennessee look right to you? Would you put them as the 12th? We've talked about whether they should be a top 10 team, but in terms of the odds, now you're talking odds makers saying you got the 12th best shot in the country of winning the national championship.
The old putting your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, so let's put some money where the mouth is. Do you like that?
You know what? I don't mind it. Of course, I'm always a firm believer in get in here, let's see what you really are before I put my money on anything. Right. But when you look at the teams at the top, you've got the best recruiting teams in the country over the past few years. You've got the team bringing back the Heisman Trophy winning quarterback. Then when you get down into, say, that bottom 7, okay, Tennessee can be in that mix. Once again, I'm a wait-and-see kind of guy. But a lot of the other teams on there, Notre Dame, Texas, they're wait-and-see teams too. So, yes, will there be somebody not on that list come out of nowhere last year like TCU? Certainly.
Right.
But I think for right now, Tennessee, I've said, yeah, I'd have them somewhere around the top 15. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Do you think that's a fair projection?
I'm with Bob.
12th best odds?
Yeah, because I thought there were 11 to 15 caliber teams. So if you put them 12, I'm okay with that. And also you talked about Texas, and Tennessee was better than Texas last year, right? They were better than Notre Dame last year. It may be better this year.
Better than Clemson, if you go by the bowl game.
Maybe better than Florida State. And a big key, and you showed the thing with Milton, if he plays consistently this season like he did in that Clemson game, then Tennessee's got a shot to beat anybody on their schedule not named Georgia.
Yeah, I think 10 to 15, whether you're looking at Vegas odds or you're looking at rankings, I think that's the range for Tennessee, maybe on the higher end of that, but that's fair. They were 12th there, so I think there's nothing wrong with that. What surprised me, where I thought Tennessee should have been given a little bit more credit, was the plus 3,000, 4th in the SEC. That's fine too, but LSU at plus 1,500, that big a gap between Tennessee and LSU surprised me a little bit. I know LSU is the hot team, and the more you study them, the more you
If
can buy
LSU
into
stays
them.
healthy, they can win a national champ. They'll win a national
I
championship.
heard David Evans say that.
I
Yes,
know.
that's right. Yeah, they
this
will
show.
win it. Yeah.
But
They stay healthy.
But I think you can have that debate on 3 or 4, and I think LSU and Tennessee are a little bit closer than that 2-1 number. That's
And I agree with that too. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Cavaleris Casino.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, here's what
How
you
much
do.
money you putting on Tennessee plus 3,000?
Oh, I'd put a little something on that. I mean, for sure.
What's a little something in Chucky C note?
Well, like Chucky C note.
Okay.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, those are the ones he prints. They're disposable.
You look at who was knocking on the door last year, don't you, a little bit? I mean, that's where a lot of these guys start. And a list like this, you want people to come up like I would and say, yeah, I'll take some of that. I'll take Tennessee before I take Penn State. I'll take Tennessee before I take Florida State. So I think that's about right. I mean, to
Even
be
in
top
the
12.
SEC.
Yeah, I do. I really do.
It's bait for Tennessee fans. They're going to put money on Tennessee regardless of the number, much less at plus 3,000.
I used to do a thing when I was doing a website. I would go out. It was a great excuse to do a tax write-off to Las Vegas every year. But I would go out to Las Vegas, and nobody wants to be there in the summer, but I would be out there when they would release these lists. And I got interviews with some of the guys who would set these things at the different casinos. Each year I'd get a different casino. And they said there was a whole lot of, well, we know the Pac-12 schools, their people are all out here. So we always give them a little bit of a better boost. And teams with huge, passionate fan bases, we always tend to give them better odds in these kind of early lists.
Yes.
So I do think that it does play a role. They know that Tennessee fans will bet. So let's put them up there and get some good numbers for them. All right. When we come back, are the Vols, let's continue this. Are the Vols national championship ready according to the blue chip ratio? That's something 24/7 Sports does. We'll explain it, and we'll show you that Tennessee, where they fall on it, and if it matters. Come on back on the Sports Source.